What's up, guys? It's your boy Zawoki, back at it with another Chris Watts video. And this one is sent to me because it is the Chris Watts mistress, Nicole Kessinger, iPhone complete timeline. Apparently, it's bombshell. I mean, is it bombshell? We're going to find out together. But this is from Twisted True Crime. It's pretty much everything on Nicole Kessinger's phone. The timeline of her using it and so forth. I know you guys are probably like, oh, Zawoki, we've heard this. You know, every channel has a little bit, a slice of everything different, and we're just poking it out, and we're just seeing what we can find out. So, with that being said, before we go any further, make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel by hitting that white bar icon down at the bottom right. It says subscribe. It's new, or it's not new, it's free. So don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon next to it. So when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I posted that video. And then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you all so very much. We are getting closer and closer to 71,000. We're trying to get to 100K. So tell your friends, tell your family, or anybody you guys know, and then show that same love over at Twisted True Crime. Go give her some love. And without further ado, let's get into Mistress Nicole iPhone timeline bombshell information. Let's be the people to see if that's true. Let's take a look. This better be bombshell. Bombshell. Why? Look in the mirror. I'm not saying that word. Here, by popular request, Kessinger's phone activity. She discovered a bombshell. Kessinger searched Chris Watts on August 3rd, 2017. So pretty much a year before. Pretty much almost on the money. Actually, it's more than a year. The 3rd at 11 o'clock at night. Does this woman ever go to bed? And it's on the discovery page 1601, and I guarantee if you went there right now, let's actually look. Hold on. Okay, so yes. So it's actually PM, or is it? Well, it doesn't say PM or anything afterwards. I was maybe wondering if it was impossible military time. But then she Googles Shanann in January, August, September, October, November, December, January. 5 months later, just after 6 days. Yeah, this is bunch of malarkey of this woman saying that she didn't know about them. Several searches for Christopher Watts can be found prior to 8/12. So it's not just just one, it's multiple, several. These entries appear to have been deleted. I searched for the number and found no results. Burner phone? I don't know. I did locate names searches for Chris Watts dated back to 8/3/17. Let's ask Nicole that and see what she does. Tell us that her dog's birthday was on this day instead of actually what this day was. Their entries were deleted but were coverable. Interesting. Busted big time, yeah. I watched too much Jersey Shore. Kessinger searching for Watts in 2017 indicates to me that they had struck up the affair at least a year prior. I agree. And then Kessinger searched Shanann's name, which we just talked about, on January 7th. June 14th, 2017, Chris Watts adds Nikki's Kessinger's work phone and cell phone numbers into his contact list. Oh. That was on page 1887. Okay, so on September 1st, 2017, Kessinger searched the internet for the name of Shanann Watts. So she even looked at her before 2018. Shanann began filming in the kitchen of her house. She stepped in front of the camera briefly to show off her shirt with embossed words. Oops, we did it again. When she stepped out of the camera's view, Dieter, the family dog, ran off to welcome the Watts entering the home. As Watts walked into the kitchen, he halted mid-stride, stared into Shanann's direction, his confused expression. Oops, we did it again. That's really hard for you to compute. When Watts returned in the view of the camera, he's holding a pregnancy test, and they discussed the positive result. He was thinking it was a girl because the cap was pink. Wow. Watts lean in to kiss Shanann, and with a large grin says, I guess when you want it, or two, it happens. May 29th, 2018. So Nicole Kessinger would have been able to see that on Chris and Shanann's page. Oh. There is no further activity noted in the discovery documents. Wow, you're going a little fast here. There's no further activity noted in the discovery documents that I can see until June of 2018. She could have used a different phone, a computer. If you spot something to the contrary, please let me know. On June 14th, Watts added APC Health and Safety Environmental Kessinger to his phone contact list. Which, let's see if it's on. Hello. 1887. It's blank. Has it been redacted? Oh. Why is it invisible? What? Do you see that? It's invisible. You can't see it. But if you highlight... Wow, that's creepy. Okay, there's nothing that we haven't read there. Why is it doing that? Weird. 1887, it doesn't show anything about that. It is Kessinger's personal cell phone. Why is it removed? June 27th, Shanann flies to North Carolina with the girls on Discovery 574. We've seen that already. Okay. Watts searches for the Speedway. July 4th, Kessinger visits Watts at his house. First time, by the way. July 7th, Kessinger calls Watts for 2 minutes. Watts' phone connects with router at Crushed Red Restaurant. And if you go to that right now, if I go to that 1887 or 1888. Why is it? Watts search for the internet for the information on tickets to Bandmere Speedway or Bandamere. 19-minute conversation. Watts watched the Independence Day fireworks with Nick and Amanda. He apparently stopped by their home afterwards, his phone connected to their router. Would have been interesting to see if, like, Nicole's phone attached to the router. Because if she did, maybe she did, because she was looking up macros and whatever, how you pronounce it. So wouldn't you need internet And if somebody has a router, then you can connect. I would see if Nicole Kessinger's phone connected to the router. Is that why they were missing some information? Is because Nicole Kessinger's phone joined into the router the day of the murders? I don't know. We've never seen the router stuff. Watt's phone connects with router at Rusty Bucket on July 7th. Shannon is not contacted by POS, means piece of shiitake mushrooms. He keeps making excuses why he did not call. I was taking a poo. And Nicole Kessinger is that poo. July 8th. I'm sorry, boo. I fell asleep as soon as I got home. That heat killed me yesterday. I love you so much. What a lion. Dumb and Dumber. Kessinger and Watts visit the Mustang Museum in Boulder, Colorado. July 14th, Kessinger visits Watts' house second time. Kessinger calls Watts for 5 minutes. Did she just leave his house? Hold on. So when did... Okay, never mind. At 4:02, Kessinger calls and has a 43-minute conversation. July 18th, Watts begins using his secret calculator. Kessinger searches Google man I'm having... Or Kessinger searches in her Google, man I'm having an affair. Underline the affair. Why would you put that if you thought they were separating? With says he will leave his wife. Do you not know? This woman, they're both naive. She actually believed this? July 24th, Kessinger searches man I am having an affair with, says he will leave his wife. Maybe Kessinger should have consulted her magic 8-ball or her sex therapist. Meanwhile, on July 25th, wait for it, brace yourself. What searches when to say I love you? 33-year-old man doesn't know when to say I love you. When to say I love you in a new relationship. When you feel the love. What do you feel when someone says they love you? He's literally consulting because he doesn't know how to feel. And how does it feel when someone says I love you? I was going to say something, but it's not for YouTube. Is this guy pathetic or what? Amen, sister. July 25th, following an eerily disconcerting childlike giggle. I'm not playing it. Kessinger leaves Watts a voicemail. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay. I miss your face. I was just calling to say hi. Call me back. Oh. Watts calls Kessinger briefly in the Discovery. Kessinger calls Watts for 14 minutes. Also, I was wondering too, you can have conversations through FaceTime without being people's friends. Reason why is I know that is because my ex-wife can call me through Facebook, but she's not my friend. I did not know that. So she could be calling him, not being friends with him, and talking through FaceTime. Chris did it with his in-laws. He did it with his mother and his father. He did it with his sister. So what makes you think he's not doing with Kessinger on FaceTime? Where's all those messages? Watts and Kessinger spend the night at the Great Sand Dunes. Not alone, I don't think. I think somebody else was there. Tim! Watts videos Kessinger. She says, "Thank you so much for coming out here with me." I can't read that fast. I'm special. "Thank you so much for coming out here with me, Christopher. I'm having a wonderful time. You mean a lot to me." Like you said to the cops that, oh, he was just a fling. "Glad you're having a blast." Watts transferred images of Kessinger, including a fully nude selfie, into his secret calculator. I can tell you what it looked like. And this is the Lego version, okay? I'm giving you some leeway there, Miss Nicole Kessinger. Kessinger leaves voicemail laughter mixed with her creepy giggles. She asks Watts to call her back. Watts searches for Renge band through the roots. Why is that important? Watts searches for country singer Kenan Smith lyrics to I love you like that. So sentimental there, Chris. Watts searches for love letters. It was never her words or his words. The only thing that you heard half the time was, "Oh, you're so dang sexy." Or, That's all I heard, giggle. It is my imagination, or does Watts act like a lovesick puppy? Yeah. Watts leaves for North Carolina. Watts transfers a mass assortment of images from Kessinger's trip to sand dunes into his secret calculator app. Wow. Of course you do. Right before he meets Shanann. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lavelle patches did not cause his apparent tweaker phase. He never what? Sleeps? Watts also transferred 2 videos of Kessinger surfing the sand dunes. Oh, I thought it was going to be something else. He tells her, "So damn sexy." Gross. Watts deletes Kessinger's health and safety contact information from his phone. Interesting. If it was health and safety, why would you have to delete it? Watts stores a photo of necklaces in his secret calculator app. I might have to get glasses. Watts stores more photos of Kessinger into a secret calculator app. So that means they're texting still, and she's sending pictures because he put all the pictures that he had from like the sand dunes and all of that into the secret calculator on July 31st when he went to North Carolina. So in between the 31st and the 3rd of August, he got more pictures from Kessinger. God knows what. And yet Kessinger said, "Go to North Carolina and fix your relationship or your marriage." You idiot. Watts stores more photos. Oh, I already read that. Okay. Or is that different times? That is. So at 9:23, they're probably sexting for all we know. And then at 10:40, an hour later, he stores more photos. You creep. Nicole continues to send selfies. She lied to police when she stated she encouraged him to rekindle the flame. This is contributing to making a murder. Kessinger performs a 2-hour marathon searching for wedding dresses. Kessinger performed search for Chris Watts and Shanann Watts' Facebook page on August 4th, so she would have seen all the information that Shanann put on Facebook about said baby. So when Kessinger says, oh, I didn't see nothing, you are full of poppycock. Massive red flag. And yet, let's not look at Nicole Kessinger. Are you kidding me? Watts searches distance from the moon to the earth. Watts stashes more nudies of Kessinger in secret app. What day was that? The 6th. On August 8th, Watts goes back to work. Kessinger searches top picks about marrying your mistress. Or not top picks. Topics. Watts deletes his Facebook account. Secret calculator app. So he's getting more pictures. Watts sends infamous dead doll photo. Wow, that's really weird. I believe this was a sneaky attempt to scare Shanann. Or to see if she was onto him. Notice he deletes his Facebook account right before sending the doll pic. It pisses me off that Ronnie Watts told investigators Shanann sent this pic to Watts. Wow. Oh yeah, the secret calculator app again. Shanann flies to Arizona. Watts transfers a video to the secret calculator app. What video? That's gross. In anticipation for her evening with Watts, Kessinger searched how to prepare. She could have saved herself some time by asking Watts and Trent Bolt for pointers. Searches the blank. Kessinger searches interracial and blank. 2 days before the murders. Watts has gone home. Kessinger searches Chris Watts, Ronnie Watts. Why Ronnie Watts? Shanann Watts, Saratoga Trail discovery. 2 days before the murder, she's Googling the house. That's not suspicious. Watts calls Kessinger for 51 minutes. Kessinger calls Watts for 30 minutes. Kessinger texts her friend Charlotte, sends pic of Watts. There are a series of text messages between Watts and Kessinger. Kessinger calls Watts for the 111-minute phone call, the infamous. Watts texts Kessinger. Wait. Oh, his family is gone. I was like, are we talking about third person here? But Watts texts Kessinger, my family is gone. Weird. Kessinger makes 2 unanswered calls to Watts. Kessinger calls Watts. Was that when he was having the... Was he having the... Or was that the next day? I think that was Tuesday. I can't remember if he was doing the news interviews on Monday or if it was on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Watts makes 2 unanswered calls to Kessinger. Playing phone tag. Watts FaceTimes with Kessinger for 50 minutes. So you're telling me in the whole time before this, they only FaceTimed once. I highly doubt that. Kessinger recalls Watts laying on the bed with no sheets. He said he was doing laundry. Cleaning kept his mind off of things. Or cleaning removed evidence. Kessinger calls Watts for 52 minutes. Kessinger searches Shanann Watts. Do a little reconnaissing. Kessinger calls Watts for 3 minutes. Don't they sleep? Watts calls Kessinger. No response. She calls back, talks for 10 minutes. At 2:06 in the morning. This is around the time that they were trying to do the phone tag with the police officers and stuff. Watts puts one last photo of Kessinger into the secret calculator app. I'm kind of curious what kind of pictures were on there because there was 12,000 of them. Kessinger searches for new accounts of Shanann Watts. Why? Kessinger search on Google. Can cops trace text messages? Over the next several days, Kessinger searched for new accounts regarding Shanann Watts. That doesn't look suspicious. Kessinger deleted every one afterward. Kessinger deleted every one afterward. She Why would you do that, Kessinger? Kessinger searched topics about Amber Fry, Amber Fry's book deal, Amber Fry's net worth. But she didn't want to make any money off of this. Kessinger searched, did people hate Amber Fry? No. I must admit, I feel angry. I feel sad. I feel justice has not been served. Kessinger's data recovery. It's missing. Digital evidence analyzed. Report on October 3rd. Label or lab case number. Please share and pray that beautiful Shanann and her two precious daughters are found safe. Why don't they say that she's pregnant or Nico? Also, when she said Shanann the first time, or in those meetings that she had, or interviews, as you will, this is what she did. This is just a cop-out to show, oh, I actually care for them. I hope they're found. She's a sick and twisted woman, this one is. They are from Erie. They are from the Erie, Sick, and Frederick, Colorado area. Shanann Watts and her two daughters, Bella and Celeste, are missing. She made it home to Colorado from Scottsdale at 2 a.m. How did she know that? Her husband left at work at 5 a.m. I thought they were separating, Nicole. So she puts her husband left for work at 5 a.m., but Shanann never made it to the school for the girls' first day back. So she knew that they still weren't separating and he was still the husband. How does she know about the girls' first day at school? This is all coming from Nicole. Read between the lines, mother truckers. Her car and phone were found at home, but them three have not been found. How did you know her car and phone? Oh, I thought she said her phone was in the car. Shanann is 15 weeks pregnant. When did you find that out, Nicole? Thank you and God bless. You don't believe in God. Again, I shouldn't judge people. Sorry. In my opinion, Kessinger still is fuming that Shanann is 15 weeks pregnant. Can cops trace messages? So she did it twice. Oh, she did it 3 times. What an idiot. How long do phone companies keep text messages? It's only 3 days. That's ridiculous. Difference between text messages and text message details. Text message details tells you the time, where it was sent, kind of. Sometimes it does have that capability. Time, place, to and from. And I think that's it. Let me see what mine does. So if I go to text message details, so it shows me a that's not the right one. Hold on. I'll do my son. So it shows photos that we've had together. It shows video links. You're able to block or report. Notifications. It shows people that you are in common with. That's kind of interesting. And then you can edit contact from there. But you can call, you can video, contact information, or search. That's what happens when you do the difference between a text message, which you normally just get, and the text message detail of its origins and so forth. Such a sneaky woman she is. Or she thought she was. So she did it twice. Right before the meeting at 6 o'clock. Oh, again. That's 3 times. Can you get printouts of text messages on Verizon Community? Yes. Interesting, interesting, interesting. The data analysis reports the following. Several searches for Christopher Watts can be found prior to August 12th. This woman was stalking. These entries appear to have been deleted. I searched for the number and found no results. You are gotta be kidding me. How much you want to bet? They're probably tied with something now because they're probably recycled numbers. But this one kind of looks like Nicole's. This one I don't. But what's the area code, I'm wondering? Let's see what the area codes are. No, I don't want that. So 70, what was it? What was it? 720. 720 area code. Denver metropolitan area. Okay, what about 910? North Carolina. So we have a North Carolina phone. That's weird. They should tell us. So this one first is a North Carolina phone number. The second one was a 720. Oh, sorry guys, you probably don't see this. My bad. The Denver Metropolitan area code. Oh, where is that in Albert Jefferson? Just wondering where, like, oh, there's Weld County up there. Okay, so not too far away from where they live. I did locate name searches for Chris Watts dating back to August 3rd. These entries were deleted but were recovered. Nicole Kessinger's Celebrate Report Apple device advanced logical. Man, I need to get some glasses. The device is an Apple iPhone 6S. Kessinger virtually scrubbed mostly all data in regards to Chris Watts' from this phone. I recall reading that she transferred data to a thumb drive to give to the CBI. My problem with this is, what's the big secret? She could have messed with that stuff on a thumb drive. That's not hard to do. Normally, the police did not make the data recovery in a quadruple homicide investigation. I find the date of the data retrieval of Kessinger's phone to be very problematic. October 3rd, 2018. The device stored had 34,500 timeline entries. That's on Facebook. 8,000 images. I have 1,000. I mean, I don't take pictures a lot, but okay, I have 3,000. But holy crap, that's a lot of pictures. 166 contact. I don't have that many. 12 audio recordings. I don't normally keep audio recordings. I got videos, but that's so much. What's the difference between an SMS? I wonder what that is. What is SMS messaging? Standard text messaging sent via cellular signal, limited to 150 characters. Okay, so what is M? Multimedia messaging service is a type of message that allows user to send multimedia content such as images, videos, audio clips, and even web links. Now, whoops. So she still had 206 of those entries in her messages. Interesting. The device is void of any calls, messages, photos, or videos involving Watts. Completely gone. The analyst concludes there is no listing for Watts, not even his phone number in the contact. Recovered text. Not that much. Then there's stuff missing. Promise I'm about loyalty, truthfulness, and being dedicated. I don't like playing games unless it's role-playing. If you want me there, I will be there. Ice cream, cookies, lollipops. Sounds like a cheap meal tonight. So you're calling Nicole a cheap meal. She is like an empanada hot pocket. I'm still going to see you. It won't be as often as we like, but I'll make it happen. You think you're the only one that's addicted right now? I'm so hooked on you. Sleeping without your warm body next to me isn't going to be fun tonight, when you should be sleeping with your wife. I have an idea, by the way. I have a free hot stay at the Holiday Inn. Oh, so fancy. What about the Hamptons? Not sure if we can, or you can swing it this month. See, that just shows me right there that they've been together more months. Because, oh, this month? What about the other months? But we can road trip to the mountains or southern Colorado for a day or two if you want. Won't cost a dime. Oh, wow. She supports me, but her parents were in a situation like that when she was a kid and it came up. It won't bother me. I'm not going to stop seeing you. I've made up my mind. Are we bad people? Yeah, you are. I'd love to be a part of it. Being in your life is something I crave. Conserve it while you can. I enjoy our conversations tonight. I hope you have a great night. Sweet dreams, Nikki. Slap yourself in the face. I'm getting drenched right now. Like to see you all wet in the rain. My signal sucks so bad here. It might take a while to download your pictures. Crushed tacos. So you're calling Nicole crushed tacos? She kind of does look like a crushed taco. I had a protein shake before I left, and I thought would be more here. I'm resisting the funnel cakes and tater twists. I'm in stop traffic 2. 112th. Lots of people here. Just pulled up to your place. It's 4th of July. You're so considerate. I hope it's 2:30. You need some rest, boo. I never got that boo stuff. Why do you want to be called boo? Boo you? Boo who? No. There it is. Yes, you deserve a pay increase for everything you're doing. Your play is only getting fuller because people know what you can do. They need to compensate you now rather than later. She was a genealogist. She looks at rocks. Okay. Rocky's game didn't end until 10:20. Good thing you left early. You might have been there for a while. Hope you had a great night, beautiful. Miss you. Get home safe, my sweet empanada. No, you can't buy the scrolls. Dude, the Dead Scrolls are some of the oldest important writing in the world. Nice. That sounds like a good time. Haven't seen an IMAX in a while. Sounds like you're having a fun day with the folks. I'm still at the birthday party. Kids are soaked from the water balloons. Been pounding fruit and had a whole jar of asparagus. Your pee is going to smell like crap. He didn't smoke any barbecue this time. He did hot dogs, so I did the fruit and veggies. Screw that. I want the hot dogs. Get the fruit and veggies. What kind of man are you? OMG, that is absolutely ridiculous. They would freak out. On what? I've never understood this segment. Thoughts? Oh my gosh. Super spicy. I mean, this woman, gross, for one. 2, where's the FaceTime information? You can't tell me that they only FaceTimed once. The SIM card or the USB, that could have been tampered with, no doubts. the way that she words things, I think she was trying to dodge areas, but she didn't realize that, like the whole, oh, I'm going to say all this information about Shanann and make it look like I'm actually looking for her. But you knew he was married. You knew he was the husband. You knew things that you probably shouldn't have the first day of school, stuff to that extent. And you're telling me that this woman is not a person of interest to talk to? You literally said in your little exploitation in front of news broadcasters that she did hamper the investigation by deleting things, removing said things that could possibly show involvement of some sort. So why not go the further step and ask these questions? It's sometimes people don't like to ask the hard questions, but I'll ask the questions. I will ask them. I have no problem asking Nicole Kessinger, were you there that morning? Did you help Chris at all in any shape or form? And we would have case closed. We would find out if she was innocent, or if we found out she was a complete conniving HORE, and adultery and so forth. So let me know your thoughts down below. Definitely would love to see if we kind of correlate, if we kind of are matching or completely way off. I surely like to see. And then please keep it positive. Please keep it no negativity. I hate that. We can debate, we can talk and so forth and still be adults. Again, thank you guys for being here. Please take care, be safe. As always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.